but when you're looking at the contract extensions for the Warriors, right, who is the priority going forward?
Oh, it's Jordan Poole. There's certainly a priority if you're Golden State to retain Jordan Poole and do it now and not wait.
I was wrong for my actions. I have apologized to Jordan.
It has been a very difficult week for the Golden State Warriors after video footage has leaked of Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole. And as a result, Draymond Green said that he was going to take some time away from the team. As a matter of fact, it was a mutual agreement. Since then, we've received some interviews and some footage, and some of this is a little dated. That kind of gives us an idea of what the future of the Golden State Warriors is going to look like. We got some more clarity in the situation, and that's the purpose of this video today. Before we get to the content, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. Now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? In the event that you were wondering where the Golden State Warriors stand currently, there's clearly a breach in trust between Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. I mean, you could hear it for yourself because this is what Kevon Looney said about Draymond Green.
It's difficult, but I think we got the leadership and the right people to get through it. Whenever adversity hits, this team usually responds the right way, and this is the ultimate test for us, and I think we're going to be able to get through it. Jordan, he's going to work and do what he's going to do. And Draymond, he's a veteran. He's been the leader on his team for a reason. He got some work to do to get that trust back from us, but I think he's willing to do it. So,
I mean, hell, you even had Steve Kerr saying the exact same thing, essentially. Well, actually, he didn't say anything at all.
Mutual decision based on everything that's happened and discussions, behind the scenes.
Is trust in any way compromised already, or are you nearing that, or where are you with that?
No comment.
How do you think Draymond's apology was just received by the team and stuff? Because he said he thought
Nobody's business but ours.
And if there's one individual that has experience in this regard about this situation, it will be none other than Steve Kerr. Ironically, when Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr, he perceived it in a completely different way. And maybe this is just a great idea to show you how much times have evolved in the NBA, or the type of player Michael Jordan was and the amount of respect he commanded. Because Steve Kerr said that I would definitely say it helped our relationship, and that probably sounds really weird. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody at home. For me, in that case, Michael was definitely testing me, and I responded. I feel like I kind of passed the test, and he trusted me more afterwards. Could you just imagine if LeBron James punched Patrick Beverley in the face, and afterwards Patrick Beverley said, yeah, I think I passed the test? I don't think that would ever happen, but that's a different story. But currently, there's one question, and what is the future going to look like for the Golden State Warriors? Who are they prioritizing in regards to contract extensions? Is it Draymond Green, who has been the heart and soul of the franchise, a leader in the locker room, and arguably their best defensive player on the team, but he is 31 years old, and if you give him a max contract extension, he's going to be 35 years old by the end of that. And when you combine that with the fact that you have to also pay Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Jordan Poole shortly, obviously the Golden State Warriors have a problem. It's a good problem, but it's still a problem. Jordan Poole is without a doubt their diamond. At this point last year, we didn't expect Jordan Poole to be the factor that he eventually became. He went from averaging 12 points per game to 18.5 points per game. He absolutely took over during a period of time where Steph Curry was out right before the start of the playoffs. And hell, even Draymond Green tested Jordan Poole a couple months ago, and apparently, according to Draymond, Jordan Poole passed.
One thing that Jordan did that showed me he's going to be all right in this league actually happened in training camp of his rookie year. Jordan came into camp talking shit to everybody, and I remember one day, him and Glenn Robinson III, they got into it. All these guys are coming to me like, tell him to shut up. His young ass always got something to say. But I'm like, I'm not going to tell him to shut up. If you can't handle him talking shit, that's on you. At that moment, though, the way he was getting under guys' skin, I appreciated that. You know, you couple that with the hard work that he puts in and the amount of skill that he has. And it is a recipe for a guy who's going to be successful in this league.
You might be thinking, Mike, obviously they're going to pay Jordan Poole over Draymond Green, but it doesn't seem like that's the direction that the Golden State Warriors are trying to take. I mean, it looks like the direction they're heading in might be a tad bit unrealistic. Maybe they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, because while you have Steve Kerr saying this about Jordan Poole,
Answer anything more, because Bob already answered what needed to be answered. The only thing I will say is that Jordan has been fantastic throughout camp. There was a report that I was made aware of last night. Someone put out there that Jordan had an attitude in camp. Nothing could be further from the truth. He's been fantastic. So disappointing to see misinformation out there, but I wanted to make sure I set the record straight on that. Everything else we will handle internally.
you also have Bob Myers, who understands the significance of Draymond Green, going as far as to say this about Draymond.
I mean, that's my hope. That's my belief. I hope so. I'll do everything I can to try to make that happen. But he is so important to what I believe is our past, our present, and our future. I mean, he's weight of a leader in Steph. The best player always carries this load. They're the ones that are up at the podium. They're the ones having to answer the question. They're the ones kind of regulating the temperature of the team. Draymond offloads so much of that for Steph. And Steph doesn't ask him to. It's not like they have some agreement. But Draymond is also a guy that can speak on behalf of the team, right? So Draymond has this equal status, at least publicly and privately, behind the scenes. Like, he's the loudest voice internally in our team.
If you ask me, I think Draymond Green might do something similar as to what Kyrie Irving did this past offseason, where he opted into his player option. Or you might see him giving up some of his pride to take a little bit of a pay cut to remain with the Warriors, because that's what I'm anticipating Klay Thompson doing, considering the fact that Klay Thompson didn't really play very much for the Golden State Warriors ever since signing his most recent contract. I feel like there's a little bit of a debt that he feels like he owes to the Warriors, and I don't see either of them switching teams. A lot of people are thinking that Draymond Green is going to get traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. You even have rumors suggesting that Draymond Green would possibly be interested in joining the Los Angeles Lakers, and as a Laker fan, I would absolutely hate for that to happen. I mean, I could not think of more pieces that would not fit well with one another than Draymond Green, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. This article says that Green and LeBron James are surprisingly close, considering that Green once caught James with what the league called a retaliatory swipe of his hand to the groin. Green said last year that he'd skip a Warriors game to see LeBron break the NBA scoring record. LeBron James was at Draymond Green's wedding this summer, and the team recently purchased a pickleball team together. And there's plenty of memes on how much Draymond Green and LeBron James get along.
There's gonna be a fight here! Oh yeah! It's Austin! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
And there's even this bizarre trade, which I don't even understand how this trade is getting momentum at all whatsoever, that suggests the Los Angeles Lakers trading Russell Westbrook in a 2027 first round pick, TJ McConnell and Miles Turner, and the Indiana Pacers winding up with Russell Westbrook and a 2027 first round pick so the Lakers could get Draymond Green. But here's the thing, the Lakers aren't willing to trade that first round pick in 2027. They weren't willing to trade that for Kyrie Irving. What makes you think they're willing to trade that for Draymond Green? If you ask me, Draymond Green isn't going anywhere. He understands that the Golden State Warriors need him. The Warriors understand that they need Draymond Green. Jordan Poole's going to get his extension. That's going to be the priority this season. Now, the latest information we do have on Draymond might kind of irk some hardcore Golden State Warriors fans, because you can't help but compare this situation to the Kevin Durant situation. There's a lot of similarities here to what happened with the Golden State Warriors a few years ago that eventually resulted in Kevin Durant leaving the Golden State Warriors following that season. In that situation, the Golden State Warriors suspended Draymond Green. The way they're handling this situation with Jordan Poole is significantly different. Now, look, I don't want to rank incidents because, both incidents kind of were bad for the team. But in this case, you literally have footage of Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole in the face. The other incident was just Draymond Green trash-talking Kevin Durant. And in this case, according to Shams Charania, the Golden State Warriors are fining Draymond Green, and he is to return to team activities on Thursday. So this is what Steve Kerr had to say about this situation.
He is going to come back to practice on Thursday. He's been fined. He will not be suspended. I expect him to play Friday in our last preseason game and on opening night.
It's just funny to me that he is not getting suspended at all whatsoever. You could make an argument that his time away from the team is technically a suspension. But here's something that we should keep an eye on, guys, because it is a storyline that will be interesting this upcoming year. Prior to Draymond Green returning, Steve Kerr said that we should anticipate a larger role for JaMychal Green and Jonathan Kuminga. So could it be that the Golden State Warriors are trying to prepare Jonathan Kuminga to eventually step into the role that Draymond Green is? Bear in mind, this is what Steve Kerr had to say about Jonathan Kuminga and what he needs to do to take that next step.
He's starting to get a feel for what kind of player he needs to be to get on the floor for us. He can't be a ball stopper, not really going to be a guy we're going to ISO and say, go create a play. We need him to finish a play. We need him to run the floor. We need him to be a quick ball mover, DHO and dive, be a guy with a lot of energy and athleticism. And when you play off of guys like Steph and Jordan, if you play with energy and quick decisions, then you're going to fall into points and rebounds. So that's what we're looking for from JK.
So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the current state of the Golden State Warriors. Do you think that they are going to trade Draymond Green? Do you think they're going to do something drastic, or do you think they're going to rebound from this situation? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.